Hello, everybody, and welcome to one of the most important interviews we have ever done. This is the interview with the Badlands candidate for president, Exodia. Hello, Exodia. Thank you for coming.
Welcome, Exodia.
Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Can I just ask a little bit of a preliminary question? Would you mind explaining to the people in the audience who may not know who you are, what you do, what you're all about?
Yeah, so many know me as the king of the Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
I came to.
And how did you get that title? Is that an official title, or?
Well, I think the Badlands just chose me, and they started calling me like king. It all started with Robert and stuff, and yeah, I think everybody, or like most Badlander, accepted it.
All right. Well, that's very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, Neville and I have prepared for you a number of, I gotta say, a little bit tough questions. We don't want to make this a softball interview. We want to make this a serious interview. A hard interview.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for the hard questions, Exodia?
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
Nev, let it rip with the first hard question you got.
Okay, so we're dying to know, Exodia. Obviously, with the current trend of events and so on, you've established yourself that much so as the front runner of this brewing election. What we want to know, what the viewers want to know, is who are you choosing as vice president?
Yeah,
Who's your nominee?
Who's your nominee for vice president, Exodia? This is serious.
This is a really, really hard question. Since
while you copulate in your head a little bit, I want to say hello to Kingdom Prime and Timothy is obese in chat room. Hello, guys. I will want to say, if anybody in the chat room has any questions for the presidential candidate Exodia, please place them in the chat room, and we'll try to stream them in here. Anyway, so the question was, who is going to be your vice presidential candidate? Do you have a pick right now? What is the answer?
Well, I'm still in like a dilemma. I'm not sure if I should choose like Amelia, since I asked her. But also Dexi would also be a great pick.
That's hard. Isn't Dexi running against you?
Isn't Dexi running?
Dexi's
running, is he not?
You're not.
Sorry.
She. Yeah, please don't misgender Dexi on the show.
Yeah, she's running as well as.
So well, that makes your choice a little easier, though, because I don't think you can't have somebody running on as your vice president.
True. But she also asked me if she can be my vice president. So.
Well, also running.
Yeah.
Huh.
No. But running with me instead. But yeah.
Interesting. Well, I would probably go with Amelia. Amelia loves you a lot.
That brings me on to the next question, actually. So there's been rumors around.
I had a question. Did you just assume I didn't have a question, Nev?
Well, I mean, it's you, Norm. I mean, you're not as intense.
Okay, I've been thinking about this question all day. Okay.
Okay. What
it
is
came
this?
to me.
What are you having for lunch today?
How dare you, Nev? How dare you?
Look, well, sometimes you ring me and you say, hey,
how dare you? How dare you?
Have a sandwich today?
How dare you ask me? Yes, that was my question. I was going to ask Exodia what they had for lunch.
Yeah.
Okay, Exodia, what did you have for lunch?
Why are you mad at me, Nev? It was a good question.
I think your interview skills just sometimes they're just not on par.
I think that's a fine question.
It's like you've been so hung up on this Bigfoot stuff.
You just brought a Bigfoot. I didn't bring a Bigfoot.
I've been doing everything behind the scenes while you've been hunting for Bigfoot.
That's interesting. Okay, guys, this just in. Exodia may be looking for Bigfoot as the vice president. So if anybody has Bigfoot's number, get him on the horn. Hello, Haxer.
But I thought you had Bigfoot's number.
Hello, Alex. I have Bigfoot's number.
Hello.
But I've blocked it, so I'm no longer returning his calls. Yeah.
Wait, these are your supporters, Exodia?
If anybody here is an Exodia supporter in the chat room, please flame off. Say your Exodia.
Oh, no flaming in the chat. No flaming in the chat.
It's like a good thing, Nev. It's like cool.
Oh, yeah. It's just in my model to say no flame in the story.
No, all right. Fair enough.
But yeah, I want to quickly ask my question. So there's been rumors going around of you and Amelia having a little thing going on. Is that true?
What do you mean by little thing?
So what's a non-gendered way of saying a partnership?
Wait.
Well,
Nev.
Yeah.
You're asking another question, but I never got an answer to my question.
Oh, he said he had a vegan lunch.
Did he? What sort of vegan lunch?
Yeah, I had some pasta, like vegetarian pasta.
Okay, some Italian. Okay, awesome.
So were the meatballs like vegan meatballs?
Yeah, were they
No,
vegan?
no meat at all. Just
Ah.
But I'm enlightened right now. I'm glad. I was worried that we'd have a, we couldn't have a murderer for president, right?
Yeah, I just want to point out that Exodia, as we speak, is the only vegan candidate.
Thank you.
So this is remarkable.
I do have a question, Exodia. Do you think that we should make some sort of an exemption for the meeting in Rule 4 Dexi, given they are a wolf
well,
and they have a carnivore spirit? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think Dexy is a respectable person after all, so he can do whatever he wants. It's not my choice.
Interesting. Now, you've talked about a lot of change that you want to make in the Badlands. What are some of these sort of changes that you're looking to implement if you become president?
There will be great and huge changes. Like we will bring meme
Like
zone
what?
back because everybody's asking for
Question
meme
about that.
zone.
Are these safe memes? Will there be trigger
Yeah,
warnings?
how will you
Well, I
ensure the
think so.
safety of the memes?
Well, we could give somebody a position where he
On my server,
all
I
the
have
memes.
this thing where you can type in $joke, and then a little thing pops up so everybody knows you're joking. Could we get that in the new
Yeah.
meme zone? Because
That's
I
also
often
a
have
good
trouble when
idea,
people are making jokes.
Yeah.
Somebody will say something, and then they'll be like, I'll get very mad about it, and they're like, well, I was just
Yeah.
joking. And I was like, how am I supposed to know that?
We could make a rule that only jokes are allowed in meme zone. So
How are we
I
supposed to
wanna go back
moderate
to,
if we can only joke, though?
yeah.
I want to circle back to the past question. The one I was asking till.
All right,
Norm
Nev, circle
rudely
back.
interrupted me.
Fine, circle back,
Alright,
Nev. Do whatever you want.
I'm circling back. So the thing with you and Amelia,
More like
would you like
squaring
to
back.
explain that? Just squaring back. I mean, with you, it's like
'Cause you're a square.
hexagoning back or pentagramming back. But
Fuck you, Nev.
well, that's an offensive word. It's correct.
Fine, we'll get. Fine.
No, you're taking me off topic again. I can't.
Fine,
I can't
stay on
swear
Amelia.
back.
Stay
Let
on
me swear
Amelia.
back. So, can you explain to us the situation with Amelia?
So, after all, everybody calls me the king of the Badlands. And
Yeah.
one happy day, I was strolling through the Badlands.
Every king needs a
and,
queen.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, king needs a queen.
What if
Then-
the king is like pansexual or transgender?
Well, every king needs a king.
Well, I'm not. I'm straight, so you could say like king can have whatever he wants. But the point is like.
Can we have a fact check? Is Dexy
Yeah.
straight?
Yeah,
is
fact
all the
check.
candidates straight this time?
Dexi is
that's kind of
Dexi is
disappointing,
confirmed.
it's true.
Dexi is confirmed bisexual. They are currently dating both Norbert and another man at the same time.
Oh no, I think Dexy said that she was pansexual. Okay, this is just in
Pansexual?
breaking news. Dexy is the only pansexual candidate running.
All right, that's going to
Crazy.
definitely affect my vote.
No, I'm torn now. I mean, you got a vegan candidate, a pansexual candidate. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
well,
my vote's split right now.
I support vegan beer, so
Oh,
Okay, that's compelling. That's
what about
compelling.
vegan soy shakes? Do you support that?
yeah. Like I said, I don't eat meat.
Now, many in the Badlands are looking to become reformed. What sort of programs are you going to put in place to help reform people and get them back into the good lands?
Well, what kind of programs? Like, first of all, we should change a few things. Like, some journalists shouldn't be like disrespecting Badlanders. First of all, like saying, "Yeah, you're like worse than every journalist" or bullshit. Since
Trying to blame the journalists.
Yeah,
now.
don't
no, listen.
don't turn it back on us right now. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, this is,
You're
I
not
didn't come
letting
on
me
the
speak.
show to be attacked.
No, I'm not attacking anyone, but you're not. Just wait and listen.
No, okay,
all
please
right, all
explain.
right. Explain,
Yeah.
explain.
And like it should be like eye to eye, like nobody's above the other person. And if you engage in people with a certain amount of respect,
Eye-on-eye
will
contact is
also-
quite dangerous.
yeah, but
That's
it
how
could
pink eye
be-
is spread.
but
Eye-on-eye contact.
it's
You
a
know that,
dangerous
right?
job.
You know
for
that eye
Badlanders.
contact can cause panic attacks.
Yeah, well,
I wish people
I
wouldn't
think
look
we
at me.
should get a special defense force for this. Something.
Like sometimes
But
if
first of all,
someone
you should-
maintains eye contact with me too long, I get really nervous. Sometimes I
Well,
vomit. It's
they're
terrible.
not dogs with rabies. They're still
Can I
Badlanders.
can I ask you, Exodia? Some of the Badlanders have social anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Do you care about them?
I care about every Badlander.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, I have a question from Gilbert. Gilbert asks, Exodia, what do you think about furries?
Well, I don't have a problem with furries at all. I'm not a furry myself. But well, you do you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's because obviously your big opponent right now, Dexi, is a furry. We don't know if that's going to impact the race in it.
Well, I'm not sure if the
So you're not taking any sort of an
furries, but
no anti-furry stance from you?
no anti-furry stance from me.
Yeah. Well, this question comes from a member of staff here, Magenta. They ask, well, I like that truth and fiction is stranger than fiction, like everything else. It can make you and break you. At the end of it all, death and time will always win us over because it's a double threat and promise. It will always be why we have mixed feelings and opinions on it. It's like a never-ending cycle. Opinions? That's from Magenta. Thank you, Magenta.
Thank you, Magenta.
What? Wait, where did Magenta write it? So I can read it again.
It was in the staff zone. Now, would you like to take a crack at reading it?
Yeah, let me
well,
find this now.
Like,
it's a very complex question with many...
Yeah.
Where do I submit a question? Snenis, put your question in here. Oh, you already did. Snenis asked in chat while Nev finds the question to read again. I sent it in our DM group, Nev.
Okay.
Exodia, what are your views about the rumors that you want to shut down channels and use your power to promote your YouTube channel? Is there any word?
I don't even have a YouTube channel.
Snenis is saying that you might be using your power to promote your YouTube channel.
No.
Wow. Exodia, is this true?
No. What? No. I don't even post videos or anything, so that's like utterly...
I have another question.
Interesting,
as well.
Snenis.
So, this one will really impact my vote here.
Yes.
Exodia, who do you think the best Badlands president was?
Interesting.
That's, well...
and this one will impact my vote, obviously.
Well,
it'll impact my vote, too.
What the approved opinions are.
No, I have my own opinion. Just
What's your opinion?
Me a second.
That's why we asked.
My opinion is that...
Out of the nine past
that's what I heard.
Ella, who do you think's the best?
Yeah, who's the best?
I really liked Granny Roof.
Who?
Since it was
it
was a pretty peaceful time, so...
Yeah, the route there was very peaceful. I can agree with that.
What about a certain purple-haired president that won bigly by a lot?
What about the bigliest winner?
I'm sure I could have done some greater things.
It wasn't bad. Is that it?
No, it wasn't bad. No.
We have a question.
Okay.
We have a question
from.
It
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
We have a question from former President Norbert. Was Norbert ever president, or did I make that up?
No, that was
Gilbert. What's the difference?
Yeah, that was Gilbert.
Yeah. Anyway, Exodia, you own swords and knives. Should we be scared of you?
Yeah. Well, my enemies should be, but I'm.
Whoa, are you?
Jeez! Oh my gosh, was that a threat?
Oh my! Oh no!
No. Well,
I'm currently hyperventilating.
No, I'm not a violent person.
Exodia, please! I'm really scared right now.
I'm not using.
Exodia,
violence.
Put the knife away.
Exodia,
put the knife away.
Please, I'm really scared right now.
I only got swords.
You have to put the sword away, Exodia.
It's not even here.
Okay. As long as it's not here, we're going to be all right.
No, I'm not gonna harm anybody. I'm gonna win by using my intelligence and by debating with my enemies.
Now,
no.
We did invite. You're going to speak over me while I ask you a question here, Exodia?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. We did invite Dexi on here to come and debate you. Speaking of debate, what do you make of the fact that Dexi decided not to show?
Probably scared.
Scared? Do you think you schooled Dexi in debate?
Well, maybe he just had too much respect for me and didn't show up because she.
Come on, don't misgender Dexi. Okay.
I want to ask as well. So, obviously, Dexi is this. Is this massive new candidate. billionaire or millionaire.
Very
Lots
massive.
of luxury cars. Very rich. Very famous.
Very massive.
Yeah. So very massive. So how do you expect to compete against someone so rich and famous?
And massive.
Well,
You're going against the DJ Demon Drop. Like, you understand how big
Yeah,
that
have you
is,
considered
Yeah.
that? I mean, do you know how
Like-
big Dexi is in Japan?
I know. He's also part of the Yakanusha.
Oh, yeah, that leads me as well. Are you
That'll
not
be the
scared
next
about
question. That'll be the next question.
Yeah.
Answer
well,
this question
I'm not
first.
scared of money or anything. Money doesn't mean anything here.
All right, so you're not scared of money, but are you scared
No.
of the Yakanusha?
No.
That was it, the Katanushi? Yakatushi?
Somebody in our comment section
I don't
said
know.
we were saying it wrong, Nav. They said it was pronounced Yakusiki.
Yakusikiku.
Yakatushi? Yakamushi? Yakatana?
Yeah, it's Dexi, guys. Dexi.
Dexi.
Dexi, okay.
Deshi. Okay. Well, I don't care about them.
I know the
You
misgendering
don't
is
care about Dex?
What?
No, I said I don't care about the Yakuza.
Oh, the
Oh.
Yakuza. Okay, all right, all right.
They
Yeah,
don't
but
scare
they
me.
remember, they kidnapped Dexter. They could easily kidnap
Yeah.
you.
They can try. I still have my
I
sword.
mean, you'd have to
Protect
go
myself.
to the train station while playing
Yeah.
Roblox. Do you want that?
I mean, you could be kidnapped, dropped off at the train station, and have to play Roblox and go to McDonald's.
Well, that's a fate worse than death, but
It is.
I'm going to risk it.
Exodia, Kingdom Prime is from the YouTube chat room asks, ask if the flag is going to change.
Oh, that would be a great idea. Like, there isn't even a Badlands flag, or is there? No,
That
there
is wrong. I'm going to have to fact
There is,
check that.
yeah.
In
No,
my
I
term
know,
as
I
president,
know.
we did make a flag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And an anthem.
So you
Well,
could do a
I
flag.
think-
You could make a Badlands
could-
flag if
we
you
could
became
make- if the-
president.
We can make a
Make
vote in the
some
Badlands.
submissions right in advance. Kingdom Primus.
Yeah, we
I
could
have
make
a
contest.
question.
What's that?
So obviously, me and Norm are doing a massive thing right now by giving you a platform, supporting you, and so on. Can you, maybe give us a nice little lucrative position in your administration if you win?
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking any bribes.
Could I be a press secretary?
Bribes?
No,
Yeah.
I'm the best press secretary there's ever been.
Norm is the best press secretary that has ever press secretary.
Well, that's possible, but I got my own people. Thank you.
Jesus.
Are there any journalists among these people?
Yes.
Who?
Okay. Yeah,
Which
who-
I'll
journalists?
tell you. You will show when I win. You will see when
I mean,
I will
you
show you
can't
when I
tell
win.
us.
Yeah, is it that
Well, I can't
secretive?
tell you, but like Robert is a really interesting person that supported me a
Okay.
lot, so I
Was-
could
was-
imagine
was
that
speak-
he could get a spot.
Speaking of Robert actually has a question for you. Robert says, question for Exodia. If you were the reincarnation of a United States president, who would you be? Obama, Biden, Bush, George Washington,
Whoa.
etc.? What's your
A
answer,
certain
Exodia?
orange
That's a good
island?
question,
No,
Robert.
I'm not
good
the orange
question.
man. I would pick Obama because he's awesome.
Are you sure
Been
that's
on
not
so many
blackface?
shows. No.
Yeah,
wait,
that would be
wait.
classed
no,
as a
listen
sort
up.
of black.
If you reincarnated as Obama, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
blackface.
Yeah.
No,
Why don't
I
you pick
was
Biden instead, or maybe
listen
Jimmy
up,
Carter?
Listen up.
Pick a white
I
president.
would be reincarnated, so I would be born a black person. So I would
Is
be
that like-
technically.
Robert, can we get a fact check on
Reincarnated in
fact check?
Yeah.
Robert, fact check on that. If that's blackface or not, I don't know how in tune we are with the YouTube chat room.
I have a very important question for Exodia, and this could really change the face of the election as we know
Yeah.
it.
Well, next,
Exodia?
fire away.
Exodia, what is your star sign? This is something that your viewers are dying to know.
We've all been wondering. We've all been, and if you could give us your rising sign too.
So some of our interns believe you might be a Libra, some are Taurus, and some really kind of bold ones believe you might be a Scorpio.
You know, if you don't mind, Ev, I'd like to lay out just why we think these things. You know, we think it might be a Libra because you're so good with people. You're a natural communicator. Although you do have that Scorpio zest to you. Everybody agrees with that. So what's the word, Exodia?
I'm a Cancer. Almighty Cancer.
Wow,
Is that one of the good ones, Nom?
that is one of the good ones, guys. Everybody, this just in. Dexi is Exodia is Cancer. Kingdom Primus asks questions for Exodia. Will there be a Badlands government, therefore unifying the generations of the Badlands? I remind everybody that Exodia has 1 month as president.
So my plan was to open up a parliament where Badlanders can have some degree of power. On for example, I'm trying to prevent that somebody like Ella
Oh, I've got breaking news. Breaking news
Breaking.
right now.
What is it?
Candidate Timmy has offered to join this very interview.
Great. Can somebody add him in?
Yeah, I can add him in.
Okay, before we do that, we have more breaking news from Robert in the newsroom. Robert says reincarnation as a bi POC plus person is not blackface. Good news, Exodia.
Well,
to the clear to be Obama.
Okay, now add him in. I'm going to add him, Timmy, right now.
Yeah, time to.
We have Timmy on the chat room.
Okay, Timmy is in. I repeat, Timmy is in. Let me ring him. Okay, let's see if he can join.
I'm so excited that we get to talk to Timmy here. Like Norbert says in the chat room, holy frick.
Oh, he's not accepting. Maybe he's scared.
Another person scared to debate Exodia here on the presidential show.
Okay, everyone,
nice.
this is big. We have Timmy with us right now.
Now, Nev, you're a big fan of Tim. Would you mind giving them a little bit of an introduction, including
Timmy,
preferred
I believe,
pronouns?
Was Timmy is, I don't know the preferred pronouns after last, but Timmy was the third vice president of the Badlands under President RJ, and he now is seeking his very own election. Timmy, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
Including your preferred pronouns?
Yeah, and gender identity.
Yes, to begin, my pronouns are they're he, him.
All right.
Okay.
But if you do misgender on accident, I will not be upset because I understand that some people are not used to that.
Mm-hmm.
What is your preferred gender identity?
It would be male.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you. Cis het?
Sorry.
All right. No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. I'm glad you're apologizing.
A little about myself is, as you said,
tell us
for the
about
introduction,
you.
I was the third vice president under RJ, and
So you have experience.
we were banned. I must say, we were very radical. That's one of the reasons we were banned.
Do we really want a radical president now?
I'm sorry, what was that?
We've had enough of those, haven't we?
The question was, why do we want a radical president? What is a radical president? What are the advantages you think that that style of leadership gives?
Well, personally, when I run for president, I will not be a radical president, but I can see the appeal to many of the Badlanders why a radical president would be a good idea. Because in the current state of the Badlands, people do not understand what the purpose is that we need to reform. As of right now, all they see is that the journalists are quote-unquote oppressing them, so they see that a straight-up war
this is
between the good lands and
incredible.
the Badlands is the best bet.
That's beautiful.
Timmy,
Timmy,
this
beautiful.
is remarkable. I mean, I think my vote is switching from Dexi. I don't know what's happening.
Exodia, this is getting pretty serious here. You do have one question from the chat room, Exodia. I will throw to you, and then we might have a little bit of debate questions for the two of you. Robert asked from the chat room for Exodia, how will you prevent the new Badlands from ruining the vibe of the Badlands, like how it happened today? Will you create a class of newcomers to teach them about the culture? I kind of misread that. The new Badlanders from ruining the vibe of the Badlands.
Yeah, we will get a new vibe patrol that will go around and teach them the ways of Exodia, just to chill and have fun.
All right, interesting. I might as well pose the same question. Oh, what was that, Rob?
Let me ask my two questions.
All right.
My first one is directed to Exodia. So, Exodia, some people have compared you to a certain 1930s totalitarian German dictator. Are these, characterizations true? Do they bear weight?
No, it's extremely rude.
And untruthful, you say.
Locked up.
Okay, now to clarify that, I want to go to Timmy right now. So, Timmy, obviously you've just joined. You're the underdog candidate. How are you planning to compete? So you compete against Dexi, who's she's rich, she's famous. Everyone loves Dexi. And obviously against Exodia is very popular. Exodia is the only one to actually have a first lady right now. How do you intend to compete?
Well, to be honest, it's not going to be easy at all by any means, but my goal was to just reach out to former presidents such as Neville. That's correct. That's correct, Neville.
You're reaching out to me?
It's actually pronounced Neville. It's actually pronounced Neville.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I
You've
was
just
banned,
sought
so
the advice
whenever
of
you
the
were
best
president, I was not
Badlands
present, so I'm not informed about this. I'm sorry.
It's Neville.
I'm so sorry. Neville.
Yes.
Oh, now he's getting rude. Can't even pronounce
my
his name.
plan is just, such as this interview, I requested to be in here just so I can kind of get my name around to many people that don't know me yet. Because, I only just returned to the Badlands and the server in general about a week ago. So a lot of people don't know who I am. I'm sorry?
Ooh, so Exodia says that you're not a true Badlander.
accusation.
What? So But Timmy, so you've just come back recently, but you've spent time in the Badlands before, correct?
Oh, yes. So whenever I first joined, I was just like many other Badlanders, and I disrespected Norbert, and she sent me here. And then, the radical views occurred, and me and RJ ended up getting banned. And about a week ago, we were granted an unban, and I just, I have spent time in the Badlands before we got banned, but that was about a month or two ago.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I was here whenever Fred was president. Like right after Fred's presidency, that's when we became president, vice president. I was banned.
Yeah, I got a question. This question was actually originally for Exodia, but I'm going to pose it to you, Timmy. Timmy, if you were to become Badlands president, would you showcase Ploticon videos in some sort of a Badlands museum? Do you know what Ploticon videos are?
I do not. What is it?
Ploticon videos are probably the most beautiful form of artistic expression there are. These are cartoons in which they have very simple stories, but with very intense messages.
They're very profound and impactful.
Okay. What was your question referring to?
The question was, would you build some sort of a museum in the Badlands in order to sanctify them and to show them off? That was from Robert.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great idea because myself, I'm a strong supporter of people expressing themselves in art forms, and I think we do need some sort of museum in the Badlands that would let people express their art.
As someone who's taken a course in feminist dance theory, I'm really ecstatic at this.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Now, do you agree with that, Exodia? Are you supportive of the arts?
I'm a supporter of the arts, yes.
You don't seem very genuine with that. You don't really. When you say that, it doesn't have a lot of gusto behind it.
Well, I'm a musician myself. I also produce art.
Oh, interesting.
So.
Do you play like the triangle?
Could you do any music for us right now, Exodia, to show your presidential skill?
Actually, my amp is broken.
Well, Dexi's also
just do it
musician.
acoustic
Dexi's
style.
A DJ.
It doesn't work with the electric.
We might have to do We might have to do a battle of the bands to decide the president. I don't know.
Oh,
I want to take a few old questions that we gave to Exodia to
Sure.
Timmy. Timmy, what is your star sign?
Very important. Very important.
You said a star sign?
Yeah, your zodiac sign, star sign.
This may not go across well, but I am a Scorpio.
Oh no.
Ooh, I don't know. I felt a little zest coming off you.
It's very controversial, but
all right, for hopefully a less controversial question, Timmy. What did you have for lunch?
I actually have not had lunch yet. I was gonna go get lunch now, but I felt like this.
Are you hungry?
Was much more important.
Wow, that makes me. I like that.
That's incredible.
I like that.
This shows dedication.
That's like
Timmy,
dedication to the Badlands right there.
Who was your favorite Badlands president? And of course, this will impact my role here.
Well, I would have to say Fred for the whole reason that he was the only president I was present for during the majority of the term.
That's good.
Neville was the best president, I think.
Yeah, I was the bestest president. I won bigly by a lot.
I may have to look into your presidency myself. Learn more about you.
There's a question up for debate from Kingdomus Prime in the chat room, who looks like they're cosplaying as a Nazi. They say, will there be a Badlands military?
Oh, wow.
Well, is there a question towards me, or?
This question is to both people. Let's go Exodia first, then we'll have Timmy respond.
That's right. Well, there always have been the warriors of Exodia, and I also want to...
now, what does a warrior of Exodia actually do? Are they non-violent?
No, they are just there to spread the word and defend the name.
To be preacher of Exodia?
Yeah. Warrior reads a little violent.
Followers of Exodia. They're also this variant of followers, but they banned most of them, sadly. But I want to establish the beer defense force. That's what we called it, to support vegan beer and defend the
beer
holy name.
defense force. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, Timmy, I'll let you respond to that in a sec, but I got one more thing to ask you, Exodia. Exodia, are you unable to defend yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because Alec is saying that they need to join in here to defend you. Is that true?
Oh wow!
I don't need defense. Thank you.
Alec, you heard it from Exodia's voice themselves. You don't need defense. Stop asking. Timmy,
I think so far Exodia has done an excellent job.
Yeah, fine job defending themselves.
I want to ask you now. I want to make the floor open. So
wait,
these two.
What did you just do? Timmy was supposed to respond to Exodia, and now you're stamping over Timmy right now.
I'm so sorry. It's just I wanted to,
let
make
Timmy
things more
respond to
spicy.
Let Timmy
It's
respond
okay.
to
I
Exodia, then
understand this
spice
is,
it up.
An exciting time.
Fine, Nev, spice it up.
Okay,
Timmy doesn't want to
I
answer
wanna
the
see,
question.
Would either of you like to accuse each other of anything right now?
That's what you sandballed Timmy for, to see if any of them had any accusations to make?
Yeah.
Okay, do either of you have any accusations to make?
No, not really. Well, I said that, yeah, he literally, what were your chances again? I'm gonna just call you by your name, sorry. Timmy literally left the Badlands, while I was always there supporting my people, so I think that's pretty harsh.
Not leave.
Ooh,
particularly.
interesting. Timmy wasn't there when the Badlands needed him the most.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's pretty harsh, mate.
Well, that wasn't in my own free will. If I had free will, I would have stayed.
Well, free will, you don't get free will as the president. No one has
That's
free
true.
will.
Which then again, I am very happy that I was banned, because if I wasn't, then I could have expressed my radical views more. And now that I am the person I am now, I've learned that those radical views were not the way. So I'm actually kind of glad I never got to express them.
Timmy, would you call
very
yourself the
reformed. That's
journalist
powerful.
approved candidate?
What?
Timmy does feel like
The
the journalist
journalist
approved
approved
candidate, yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking right now that Timmy might be the correct candidate.
Because right now Exodia is giving me a lot of, Warriors of Exodia, that sounded pretty violent to me, Exodia.
Yeah.
Well,
It's kind of spreading alcoholism as well.
No, that's not true. Norbert literally said Exodia didn't fight hard enough to get banned. Like, are you trying to support bad things and not pursuing getting banned?
I had so much passion to change the Badlands that it resulted in me getting banned. And then I had so much passion that I reached out to get unbanned so I can continue for my change.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I
Timmy's
think
a very passionate candidate. I respect that.
pretty sure all the Badlands know about what we already achieved. So,
And as well,
What's
I would like
that,
to mention
Exodia?
one more thing. Is that okay?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Timmy, and then we'll have Exodia
Yeah.
say what he achieved.
One more thing I would like to mention is that I could leave the Badlands right now and become an intern in journalism if I really wanted to, but I choose to stay in the Badlands and run as president and hoping to change it before I do leave.
Wow.
Wow.
That's powerful.
but
That is
doesn't that
incredible.
show
Jazz
us
hands,
that
everybody,
it's
for
not
that.
the real
Jazz hands, everybody, for that.
Jazz hands.
All right, Exodia, it's your chance to respond.
He literally said he could leave and he probably will leave the Badlands. So is he even a real Badlander if he already goes to the good lands, supporting the good landers and not his own people?
Wow, that's a very, very.
That's compelling.
Yeah.
This truly is.
What do you say to that, Timmy?
It's a battle between titans.
I am as an American, I'm a firm believer in terms. So I will serve as many terms as I possibly can, and then I will, as former president, support somebody else who shares the same views as me before I do.
But isn't
I'm
it
sorry?
like
What sort of terms? You said you like terms, like terms and conditions, or terms of
terms
service?
as in certain time limits you can serve as president. So you can't be you can't just be president forever. You would have to hand it over.
You
at some
can't?
point.
That's interesting because no Badlands president so far has had a second term. Everyone's been a one-term president.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
only
can
a couple
I
have
will
actually
promise
done
you
it.
now, if I am successful in a second term, after my second term, I will pass the presidency onto another candidate.
Oh wow, that's very powerful. So you won't even hog the seat, is what you're saying.
I'm sorry.
That's
what was that?
very
You
brave.
won't hog the seat.
Absolutely not. No. But one thing I will make sure of is I will endorse a candidate that has the same views as me.
Interesting. You'll endorse a candidate with the same views as you. Do you have anybody in
I'm
mind right
One
now?
that I support overall in general, because
Sure.
I don't want to just make change and then leave the Badlands to someone that's super radical. I would like to leave knowing that there's another candidate who would do even better than I did.
Oh, sure.
hopefully.
Set somebody up.
I have a question. So, obviously, there's a lot of autistic, differently abled persons in the Badlands.
Good
Myself
question,
and
Ev.
Norbert, for example. What will you do for people like... This is for both candidates. What will you two do to make the place more inclusive for people like myself?
First of all, I respect everybody, so I will respect everyone, no matter who they are. I think we should like bring them the same form of respect as every other Badlander.
Mhm.
Because if we start treating them specially, that would just like rip them out of the collective, and like we want to integrate them.
What about autism-safe voice chats in which people are required to, keep the loud noises to a minimum,
Well, the point is,
restrict
would
their
be, like,
flatulence, that sort of thing?
yes, sorry, that would like be some form of sentiment. Like, you cannot just like start saying people are not allowed to talk.
So you're
anymore,
you're against having an autism-safe chat?
No, now you're putting words in my mouth.
But
I said I cannot control the Badlands, and the Badlands don't want to be controlled by an iron fist. So it would be really, really hard to establish something like this, like a safe zone. Because in the end, I cannot control the people. They can say whatever they want, but
But you are their leader. You have a
Yeah, isn't that
responsibility.
your job?
yeah, of
In the
course
end,
I
you
do,
can't
but
do your job. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm here.
That's what I'm
saying
hearing.
I cannot sit in voice chat all day long, telling people to be more quiet.
Then who is going to patrol the autism safe zone to make sure no one's being too loud?
We can make a extra voice chat for people with autism.
Whoa, this changes everything.
Now that
so
what
you're
you just suggested is segregation.
No, it's not segregation. It's
I
a
s-
safe
no,
You
zone.
want to take the autistic
listen
person?
up.
We need an
No, no, no,
autism
no.
safe zone.
Hey, people, you're putting words in my mouth right now. Like, do you know the place in
No, no, no.
festivals where women can go to like a safe space and feel
Oh, can you say Womuxen, please?
Womuxen, whatever.
Yeah, Womuxen,
The
please.
point is, it's a place where they are protected, like a safe space, isolated from the others. But they can still go in every other voice chat if they want. So it's not segregation if you leave them a choice. Like, it's like saying people could go to both bathrooms, but one is like a safe place for them. It's not segregation.
So like a
if you give them
gender-neutral bathroom?
Yeah, for
It's-
example.
Could we have a
Like
gender-neutral
two
voice
chats,
channel?
One,
Could we have a gender-neutral voice channel?
I believe that I
I
have a
think
question now. After that.
Actually, Timmy, would you mind answering the same question?
Oh, well, can you just? What was the actual question again?
Go ahead, Nev.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, are you planning on making a gender-neutral, voice chat? Is that what's happening?
No. The question
Well-
was how are you going to
the
assist
autism
the people? Yeah, it was your question.
So,
How are you going to assist people with
what would you
autism?
do here to? Obviously, I'm autistic. Norbert's autistic. There's lots of autistic.
You see, I didn't want to
differently
ask the
mentally
question because
able
I'm not
persons.
autistic. I felt
Yeah, I
weird
mean
for me
that'd
to
be
ask.
appropriation.
Right,
And that's
exactly.
what Gilbert does. She sometimes wears.
So I had to
digital
remind you
autism
like 2 or 3 times because you're a little slow.
Yeah. So well, okay, Norm. I feel like you get a bit personal there. I mean, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
in this
I'm sorry, Nev. I'm sorry. I should just say
I
the.
think-
I mean,
Yeah,
if the autism channel is made, you're not welcome.
Oh.
So yeah. So Timmy, would you make an autism inclusive voice chat? What would you do to autistic people to make them feel more included?
I think to answer the voice chat, I think that could lead to a lot of controversy from the actual Badlanders, because you got to think the way some people are in the Badlands. Not to say that they're inferior or anything, but it's very controversial the way that they think. If we were to create a voice chat just for people that have autism, then a lot of people would play the card that it's unfair, and they would call for a voice chat for people that don't have autism. And I think that's just not right.
So you don't believe in segregation at all, then? Here, I see.
No, segregate. Everybody should be inclusive. Now, of course, that can lead to the problem that some people will discriminate against the people with autism. But the way we can handle that, we can say that we don't support it all we want.
Sure.
But the action I think we should take is to actually educate these people on why it's not okay to do that.
Interesting.
Because, of course, I don't support it, and I can tell them not to do it. But if they don't have a reason why, if they don't have a purpose to treat them better, then they're not going to do it. We can tell them to do something all they want, but if we don't give them a reason, they won't obey it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very impactful.
But will you have autism patrollers?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I don't think we need people to patrol.
Just to make sure that
Other
people aren't being,
that way.
aren't being autistic. What's the word now?
Well, I mean, well, we already have,
Autophobic?
Autophobic?
already have wardens.
Yeah, I think it's autophobic, autismophobic.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We were just working out a word here. It's kind of semantic. Anyway, Nev, do you have any? What's your next question, Nev?
I'm trying to think of any more questions that I believe are suitable. Okay, here's one. So, say like you were in a line at a shopping mall, and you saw a certain orange menace with disgusting orange skin, smells funny, blonde hair, and he was stood in front of you. What do you do?
Who is this, Nev?
Oh, he's wearing a red Nazi hat.
Oh, I think I know who it is. Okay, what do you do?
Yeah, I think you know who he is now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
I
he
hate
kind of
Nazis.
smells bad as well.
What do you do?
I would. Me?
Yeah.
I tell him that he's an idiot and he literally ruined America.
Okay.
Because, like, after all, he's basically a joke. He did some horrible stuff.
Get trolled?
But you cannot just.
You would just destroy it, man. That's awesome. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, Timmy, what would you do?
Are we assuming that I know exactly who it is, or I'm just assuming that I know who it is?
You should know who this is.
Well, if I were to not know who it is, I would just mind my business, because if something
You know
were to
who
happen,
this is. You recognize them.
I 100% know who it is. Yes.
You know that it is
You're
he
pretty
who
sure.
shall not be named.
Okay. I wouldn't go out to insult them, because I don't think you should insult anybody, but I would confront them about the things that they did and why they were wrong.
Interesting.
But I don't think actual name calling.
I don't know.
and
I feel like
insulting-
Exodia's answer was better than that.
Yeah, I felt Exodia had more of an impact.
We got a question from the audience. Kingdus Prime asks, Timmy, will you extend the Badlands?
I may need more context on that. Does he mean extend it as in?
Ask him. I don't know.
I will wait for.
Yeah, wait for you
him
to
to
respond,
respond.
Kingdom. What do you extend? Like what?
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
Maybe
Like,
he had
in
another
our
question I
outward
didn't ask because it was
details-
confusing. He also asked you earlier, will Timmy push forward for a more suppressive Badlands via more wardens? You gonna do that, Tim? Are you gonna
Let's see.
extendo the Badlands?
Will Timmy push forward for a more suppressive Badlands? I don't think more suppressive would be the right choice. I think the wardens we have at the time we have right now are doing a great job. I only think
Okay.
we should hire more wardens if the situation were to get worse. But I think as of right now, we're sitting in good company.
I have a
Right.
question for Exodia. Exodia, we've had lots of rumors about the Amelia situation. Is it true that you're only marrying her for power? Do you actually care about her? What's going on there?
That's bullshit. Like, who said I would only use her for power? Like,
Well,
Well, I mean,
That's-
obviously Exodia.
that's
Amelia is very
extremely
powerful.
rude. Like, the person that spread that rumor should be ashamed of themselves. Because,
so you truly do care for Amelia then? It's not just
Yeah.
an
of
influencer?
course. Yeah, of course. Why would I be running around?
Do you
just
think
asking
of
for
Amelia
power?
when you fall asleep?
Like,
Do you think of Amelia when you go to sleep?
well, now the questions are getting really personal.
It's just a question.
So-
Exodia, you
It's
can-
just a
it's a
question.
yes or no
Like,
question.
I cannot control my dreams, so I guess sometimes.
Do you dream of Amelia?
Man, are you asking me about my dreams?
It's a yes or no question.
It's
It's just
just
a
a
yes or no
question.
question.
Because dreams are your
I
subconscious.
mostly forget my dreams, so I don't know.
Do you
wow.
think of
Answer.
Amelia often?
Well, at least whenever I'm in the Badlands. So
Oh, that's very cute.
a lot then.
Would you
Oh,
get married to
that's-
Amelia if she asked?
what? Excuse me. What?
I said, would you get engaged to Amelia?
Yeah, well, we said will be a big marriage as soon as Ella is gone.
Oh, interesting.
This leads me to a follow-up question. So as you know, Amelia has dated many men in the server,
Yeah.
including Dexi, I believe, at one point. So obviously, with that bit of friction there, will that impact anything?
No.
Okay.
All right, interesting. Timmy, we got some more questions from Kingdom Thomas or whatever it was. They say, I meant make it bigger as in add more channels, etc. Would you add more channels and what have you to the Badlands, Timmy?
Add more channels, yes. When he says colonize,
I don't exactly know what
that's
the
a violent
colonizing.
word.
It's colonizing is kind of not a good thing, right?
Right. Add more channels, absolutely. And we said earlier, the art channel, I think that would be great. We can add other channels. We can maybe actually have a suggestions channel. If I don't believe we have one yet, do we?
I don't think we do.
We can have a channel wherever the people can make their suggestions, and we can run it by the president, vice president, have a vote on it, and if it's I would say a more than half majority vote, we can add that channel. I think that would be good.
Who's your vice president, Timmy?
I'm sorry, what was? Oh, who's my vice president?
Who is your vice president?
Yeah.
I do not have a vice president yet.
In the event of you winning, would there be a place for a pair of stunning, dashing journalists like me and Norman in the administration?
Yeah, could we both be your vice president?
I don't see a problem with that.
That's is that even legal to have two vice presidents?
Well, what is it?
possible
That
I
way,
can't have a journalist as my vice
if Timmy dies, then I can
That's not how
die
it works.
or Neville can die. That's like two.
It's just security.
Don't let them take too much power.
It's very.
Exodia, what was that?
Yeah.
I said, are you begging for a place right now, like as vice president? Because it seems a little manipulative.
Yeah, Exodia, we have a question here from the lovely Tina. If you guys don't know, Tina is one of the most beautiful women to ever exist.
Tina, if you're listening right now, please call me. I've sent you 20 calls and you've not got back to me yet. Please.
Anyway, Tina says, what is Exodia's opinion on the U.S. intervention in the Middle East?
Well, that's a hard question because
Tina
I
always
know
asks
about
hard
intervention,
questions.
But yeah, because I'm literally unprepared for this kind of question. But I would say no. I think the USA is doing a lot of horrible stuff down there. So like they should maybe take example from Germany. For example, like the German Bundeswehr, they also go to different countries, but they are just there to teach people and protect them, and they're not allowed to attack anybody, just to protect. And I think they should do something like this and not start attacking other countries and stuff, just because they have different views.
All right.
Question from Godly Guy.
Yeah.
Exodia, please notice me. Please, Illy. Exodia, please.
Okay, you now are noticed, my friend.
Can you say their name?
Godly
Godly
Guy.
Guy wants. It says, please date me.
No, sorry, I'm in a happy relationship.
Let's not lose a question from Timmy. Timmy got asked a question here earlier. Will Timmy have a government for the Badlands? Do you plan on to do sort of
by government, do they mean more government officials? Because we already have a president and vice president.
So you think that what we have is enough? Probably no need to add a bunch of extra roles because you're only going to be there for 1 month.
Yeah, I agree with that because we also do have the wardens and they play a role, and we have the Badlands regulators.
Right. Good answer. Apollo says, I think this question goes to Exodia. Germany?
Well, that's a pretty rough question.
Oh wow.
What's wrong with Germany? Like
that question was from Apollo.
Yeah, like they did a lot of bad stuff. I'm aware of that, but it's a different country now. And
Sure.
Well, at least we didn't vote for Trump. So
Oh right, that's compelling
Can you not
evidence.
say his name? Please
Yeah,
don't
Trump.
say his name. I'm about to have a panic attack.
no, the point is why? Well, I'm not glorifying them. I just said they did something right now that the Bundeswehr is doing a great job by helping people.
A question from Robert CNN. Timmy, what is your favorite news channel?
My favorite news channel. That is a. I'm not sure actually.
Or favorite news TikTok would be fine as well. Or
I'm actually.
Or Snap.
I'm not sure.
Snap.
Yeah, there's some really good gender-based ones on Snapchat.
It's a really good. I keep up with a lot of news sources, so I can try to get information from all. Because there's no doubt that certain news sources are biased. So I try to watch numerous of them. So I don't think I could really choose a favorite because I don't.
You just follow the approved journalists, correct?
Of course.
Good. Apollo says I imagine it's Exodia. You're lucky Russia liberated Germany from you owe Russia everything. What are you saying?
This is not about Germany. This is a debate. This is an interview. So please stop talking about Germany and history because we are not here for that. Thank you.
Okay, that was your response. All right. Question for the debate. So we're going to pose this to Exodia first, then Timmy. How will you out-down if other Gen 4 revulsion happens? What? How will you? How will you? What does that even mean? How will you out-down if?
Partially Aspergeristic, so I have trouble reading sometimes.
But this comment is from Kingdom's Privacy. It says, "How will you out-down if another Gen 4 revolution happens?" Exodia, you first.
Well, there are barely any Gen 4, so it wouldn't be a real threat, but I would ask them why. Like, first of all, I would be surprised that they even still exist, and then I would just ask them, why are you doing this? What do you want?
What do you want?
Oh, I have a question as well I think is important.
We don't want to let Timmy answer the debate question?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Timmy, my bad. Please
Jesus
answer.
Christ. Timmy,
How would I put down...
How will you put down a Gen 4 revolution?
Well, I agree with Exodia. First, we do need to find the reason why the revolution is happening, because it could be so simple as they want to completely overthrow the good lands, or it could just be something like they want more say, or they want parliament. We need to listen to them first before we actually take actions based on their revolution goals.
Sure. Somebody has another question for you, Timmy. Robert asks, have you ever played an instrument? Exodia has. So what about you?
Oh, yes. I can play trumpet, French horn,
tuba, please don't say that name in here.
Yeah, we don't
I'm
that
so
name.
sorry. Yes,
It scares
I
us.
play that... I play French horn, and then I play
the
brass instrument that has 3
Could
valves.
you call it like the drum fit?
Yeah, the trumpet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, a question from Norbert Warden here for Exodia. Exodia, have you ever killed a Mixon?
Oh, wow.
No. What the fuck?
A question from Flabs. I guess this goes to both candidates. Will you guys have a George Floyd prosperity channel where we pay respect for this hero? Let's go Exodia first.
Why not use every channel for it?
All right.
Wow.
Interesting answer. How do you follow that up, Timmy?
I agree that it can be expressed in every channel, but if the people really want a specific channel just to dedicate it towards George Floyd, I think we can have it. Ultimately, it's up to them. It shouldn't be just the president's decision.
Wow. Beautifully said. Let them have their channel. Let them speak. Let them say his name.
I have a question here from Amelia.
Sure.
Amelia asks, what is your opinion on the Twilight movies?
Phenomenal.
Okay.
Exodia?
Pretty good.
Good.
That's
Because I hope you know you better start really liking them because that's all you're gonna watch in your honeymoon.
Yeah, she's really big in the Twilight movies.
Yeah, she just watches them on Hulu. I don't know how. Apollo asks, and this goes to both candidates, if they support the new infrastructure bill on the vaccine mandate. Let's go to Exodia first. Are you a vaxxer, Exodia? You've been stuck? How many vaccines have you gotten, Exodia?
2.
Only 2?
Like two COVID.
Only 2?
But,
That's it. I've had 5.
no, because the point is, I got 2 to protect me and my family, and I left.
Only 2 for your whole family?
No, for me to protect me and my family, and I let other people take the other shots because they also need at least a minimum way of protection.
Only 2?
Yeah.
That's why I thought, Apollo. Only 2.
Well, other people also need protection.
I don't even think I need to ask Timmy.
them?
I know Timmy's a pro-vaxxer. Timmy's
Of course,
cool.
yes.
I mean, of course. Question.
Oh,
go ahead. What was your question?
I was going to ask, this one's really important now. What is your opinion on the arguably the most artistic, beautiful piece of literature ever written by a mortal? What's your opinion on that?
Opinion on my immortal? Exodia.
Excuse me, Dexi messaged me. What's up?
What's your
What
opinion on
was
my
the
Dexi
immortal?
message? What did Dexi
Yeah,
say?
what
Is
did Dexi
Dexi
say?
coming up?
He's messaging in the Badlands right now.
Oh, can we get Dexi here?
Oh, wow.
We could ask
Yeah,
him.
can we get Dexi on? Can you ask Dexi to come on here, Exodia?
Yeah, Dexi, you're probably watching this.
Yeah, come on,
Come on
Dexi.
here.
Dexy, we want to ask you to come on the show. If you're
No,
watching this.
Well, I think Dexi might not be able to make it. They did say they had a lot to do today.
Oh, according to Norbert, Dexy has been misgendered once again. It is she.
Oh.
She messaged.
I
OMG.
corrected myself.
Exodia, can you ask Dexy though?
Dexi.
Oh, let me message Dexy.
Yeah, I can message Dexi.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, if we had 3 candidates on right now, that'd be insane. Especially Dexy, someone rich and
Oh, sure.
famous.
I mean, I don't think we can even handle it. Now, we did have another question from the chat room. Did you cry during the January insurrection, Timmy?
This is very emotional. I don't think I can talk about it.
Wow.
Wow.
That was very powerful. Exodia, are you here or are you still searching for Dexi?
I've messaged Dexi. She's typing right now. I did correct myself, Norbert.
All right.
But,
We got a question for you, Exodia, here. Does Exodia have any involvement with Hans in any way? Who's Hans?
I'm
That's-
not even sure.
That's what
It's
I'm
a Badlander. Hans supports me, and Hans is a pretty nice person, so
Yeah,
follower of
Exodia.
Exodia.
Robert is asking for a freestyle poem. Could you do a poem for us right now?
Oh no, he asked me, will you write a poem? I'm not good at freestyling poems.
You can't do
I
it.
can maybe work on something.
Work on
maybe
something
even
if you
start.
want. Sure, that'd be good.
Oh.
Did Dexi reply? I know Dexi takes a little while to type.
Yeah, Dexi said I'm free for like 25 minutes.
All right. Well, Dexi's
Okay.
in the chat room, so get him in there quickly.
Yeah, you can,
Okay,
you can get
we'll
Dexi in there.
we'll get Dexy, and I'm going to add Dexy.
I don't know why you removed Dexi from the chat room, Nev.
Oh, I didn't think Dexy was coming on.
Well, Dexi, of course, Dexi's coming on. Dexi has to
Okay.
defend themselves here.
This is massive news.
Also, how does this video only have 1 like? Everybody
don't know.
like this video to
Everybody's-
show your
yeah.
support for the
I
candidates.
think I liked the video.
Good.
What was Dexy's username?
Dexify, Reaper of
The
Souls.
Reaper of Souls.
Okay, Dexy
Very
has been
cool
re-added.
username.
Can we ring Dexy? Someone ring Dexy.
Somebody ring him.
If we can get Dexy, this will be incredible.
Oh, no. Oh,
Norm, are you here?
yeah, I'm here. I don't know what... I accidentally...
Is the show on?
The show's on. I accidentally rang Dexi.
Oh. Oh. Brilliant work, Norm.
You know what, Nev? Okay, we will return from the black screen in 1 second when I figure this darn thing out.
Somebody please call Dexy. I'm getting withdrawal
I'm
symptoms
having
right
some
now.
technical... Somebody call technical.
Okay, Dexy's grabbing his headphones. I think those are the $600 ones with military.
Yeah,
grade
are those the
special.
military grade encryption ones? Somebody asked. me.
Yes. I
Oh my
would,
gosh.
but
The stream. Okay, the stream is working now. We're out of the black screen here.
okay.
Thank you for liking. It went from 1 like to 6 likes. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate.
Wow, I will like it.
I
will like it
appreciate
right
the
now.
internet news army. Quiet Fox says, "I love you so much." A little personal there, but thank you anyway. Godly Guy says, "I'm trying to get Dexy." We are too. We're trying to get Dexy as well.
Wait,
Norbert
have I
saying-
misgendered
Oh,
Dexy?
oh.
No, Norbert said I misgendered Dexy. Did I do that?
How dare you?
Did I misgender
There
Dexy?
is a possibility. We're ringing
I
Dexy
want
again
to
here.
apologize intensely.
8
for,
likes, 8 views.
misgendering
The
Dexy.
Norks are out here. Oh my God, Dexy's in the call, guys.
Dexy?
Dexi, what's up, Dexi?
I can't believe I'm in the same call
Dexy,
as
welcome.
Dexy.
Dexi is muted.
Dexy, we have a question for you, fresh off the chat room here from YouTube.com.
Wait. Let's let Dexy have a chance to introduce herself first. We're rushing into things now.
I'm sorry, it's just that she's such an amazing candidate that
I know, but we need to let Dexy introduce herself. Dexy, whenever you're ready, please introduce yourself for the viewers.
you have the floor, Dex. Dexy?
Dexi, take your time.
Godly Guy Gamer says Dexy can join for 25 to 30 minutes. Thank you, Dexy. Luca has mind
Dexy?
blown emoji. My mind is also blown. Just be in the same chat room. Even if Dexy is silent, it is still electric right now.
Norbert Warden says, "Go off, Dexy." Where is Dexy going off here?
Dexy, please come back. If you went off, please come back.
Yeah, Dexi, please come back. We want to ask you very important questions.
Yeah, don't go off. Come back. All Pro says.
Hello?
Oh my God, is that him? Yeah, her?
I did.
Is that her?
No. I had to
Dex?
grab my headphones.
I'm sorry. Please
Are these
forgive
the
me,
ones with the
Dexi.
noise
Why?
suppression? Okay, everyone,
no,
can we
these-
have
no,
a
these are my
clap and
data
a
headphones.
round of jazz hands
Jazz
for
hands
Dexi,
for
please?
Dexi. Autism safe,
Jazz
Nav.
hands. Autism safe jazz hands.
All right, Dexi. Are you feeling all right, Dexi?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, Dex, we have a question from the YouTube.com chat room. They ask,
No, you've not let Dexi introduce herself.
what
Dexi,
more?
please introduce yourself and tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
I'm
Norm is
s- I
being really
hate you.
rude right now.
Nev.
You are being
I'm
really
gonna
rude.
ban
and
you from the
considerate
show,
right now,
Nev.
Norm. You can't ban me from the show.
I'm gonna call Lindsay tomorrow. I'm gonna
No,
hash it
no,
up.
look, you're taking Dexi's spotlight now.
Bye, Dexi.
Dexi, please tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Pop off, Dexi.
Dexi?
In what way? did
Just
you-
who you are, what you're going to be as president, that kind of stuff.
You have the floor, Dex.
Dexi, the people need you. Please say something.
Just to check, Dexi, are you under the influence of any sort of yakuza sedation at the moment?
No.
No, I was just wondering because you're taking a little while to respond to these questions.
Okay, I'll
I'm-
introduce Dexi for her. So Dexi is
Thank you.
a furry internet DJ,
So we
very
can get
famous.
this show going, Nev.
Net worth of 800 million, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Owns 30 luxury cars, 7 in America, 23 in Japan.
Beautiful.
And is, a very, just really influential person.
Yeah, and now Dexi, I hate to start you off with a. Can I ask a question now, Nev? I want to check.
Yeah,
with
ask a question.
Oh, thanks. Nev. We got a question for the YouTube. I had to scroll up to. Can you turn the music off, Dexi? I had to scroll up in the YouTube chat to find the question. Question for Dexi: are Dexi and Exodia working together in secret?
As of right now,
Dexi,
no.
this is an interview. I'm going to have to kindly ask
Please
to please turn
turn
off
the
the
music.
music.
Up.
But you can hear it still?
Yes.
Yes.
Godly Guy asked to date you, Dexi. Is that possible?
Possibly.
Possible. We got possible there.
Possibly. Norbert, I'm sorry if you have to hear that. I'm sure that's pretty devastating.
Norbert has to know Dexi's like a spring chicken. You can't hold him down.
Yeah,
Or
you
not.
can't hold Dexy down. I want to ask Exodia Timmy. Obviously, we've got Dex here, who's possibly the front runner of this election. What do you have to say to her?
Yeah.
Good luck.
How can you even? In what way do you think that you could even do anything compared to Dexy?
Well, me and Dexi are friends. We work together on the Badlands
Earlier,
and
you
stuff.
said that Dexy was scared of being here because of you.
Maybe it was an assumption, but Dexi is a very brave woman. So
Dexy, I hate to do this for you, but
It's an
Dexy, sorry.
Reason I was able to join.
sorry to interrupt you, Dexy. But can I just get? We need to. This is a safety health and safety thing here, Dexy. During our last chat, there was some suspicion that you might be a skinwalker. So just for the sanctity of this debate, can you just, are you a skinwalker right now?
No.
Are you the real Dexy?
Yeah.
Thank you, Quiet, for reminding me to ask Dexy about this.
Oh wow.
isn't that what the Skinwalker would say?
That's
I want to
what
raise another
God
health and
damn it,
safety
Exodia.
concern.
I'm a little worried about.
Dexy, I want to ask: are we under any threat of teriyaki, influence right now?
Who the hell?
The teriyaki.
Who? No, Dexy. I didn't say who the hell. I said
The kuzi.
What was it? The yakanushi. Are they here?
The Japanese gang you're
Sorry.
part of?
No.
Will as president, are you going to take any of the Yakanushi leadership styles in the presidentship? Are you going to be executing Badlanders? Because good, because we were worried about that. We had like a meeting about that.
Dexy, do you want to give like a short speech or something?
Go ahead, Dexy. Okay, we got a question for you, Dexy.
Y'all are putting me on the spot.
We got a question for you, Dexy. Will the national anthem for the Badlands be a Sabaton song? Is that that sounds like a Nazi thing? Somebody
Oh no, I know Sabaton. They're a very good band. Very good.
Aren't they like one of those metal bands that make songs about history?
Yes, that's exactly.
That sounds like a
Oh,
Nazi.
I have a very important question for Dexy. So right now we've got Exodia's first ladies, Amelia. Timmy doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Dexy, we're all dying to know, who are you going to pick as first lady? Or first man, first person?
Yeah, you gotta
First
pick your
man,
boyfriend
Nixon.
or Norbert.
The person I had thought about doing it couldn't even do it no more because they had recently got banned.
Oh.
So who's
Have
it going to be?
you
Is it
filled
going
out
to
the
be
spotty
Norbert? Is
form?
it going to be Tyler?
I'm not sure. I'm going to wait and see.
Godly Guy asked, Dexy, please say my name. Dexy, can you say Godly Guy's name?
To her role.
What?
Senor
What was that,
Godly
Dexy?
Guy.
Senor
I said her
Godly
role,
Guy.
Senor Godly Guy.
Hello, is that racist?
That's Japanese, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's Japanese.
I forgot that Dexy spoke fluent Japanese.
Yeah.
I gotta say, for the chat room, please, can we get questions for people other than Dexy? I know you guys are starstruck, but come on, there are other candidates in the chat room. But we got another question for you, Dexy. Will you forgive me for my transgenderism? Quiet ass that. Oh, transgressions, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm having against them. Or against them.
Dexy, I've got a question. So what will you do for the Badlands as president?
Try to make it a better place for Badlanders, for all the Badlanders,
All of them? Not just some of them?
all of them.
Wow, revolutionary.
I'm a Badlander. Doesn't matter who they are.
What
Here's
makes
a
somebody a
question, Dexy.
badlander?
Yeah.
Dex?
What? you lost.
What makes
me
somebody
on
a
that.
badlander?
You lost me on that question.
What makes somebody a badlander? You said you're a
lost me on
badlander.
that one.
What makes somebody a badlander? Dexy, are you under the influence of any performance-enhancing drugs during this debate?
Yeah, you're doing a really intense job.
No.
I think her mind
I think
is
they're outperforming Exodia and Timmy just by so much right now.
like a supercomputer.
No, I'm just.
Apollo makes a really important point. Can each candidate please take a brief second or two just to condemn white supremacy? Exodia, you go first.
Wait. Can every candidate please take a second to condemn? Yeah, sure.
So you
Can you condemn it, please?
No. I'm gonna do it in silence with respect.
No, you guys say I condemn white supremacy.
Yeah, okay, I condemn white supremacy.
Timmy, go
Okay.
ahead.
I 100% condemn white supremacy.
Okay, Jazz.
Sorry, I
head.
have a stutter.
Yeah, well, even you know what? Don't feel bad about your stutter, Timmy. Even Biden has a little bit of a stutter, and it's beautiful.
Right, exactly.
You know.
All pro, I had a hesitation because I have a slight stutter. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
Apollo,
fine, no
be
problem.
respectful. It's like Biden,
Well,
okay?
this is like Biden right now.
Yeah,
Biden
Apollo.
also has a stutter.
Come on. Anyway, your last, Dexy. Please say those magic words.
I condemn white supremacy.
Wow, that was so powerful coming from Dexy.
Yeah, I really felt that in my soul.
I have a question. So, how much have you three donated to BLM?
Me?
Yeah, well, all three candidates right now in the room.
Well, we don't have BLM here since
Oh.
we are in Europe. But no, let me.
You don't have Black Lives there,
No.
and they don't matter.
Black lives. No.
So you're
I'm
saying Black
actually,
Lives don't matter in Europe? Is that what you're trying to say? You say you
you're
don't have
putting
BLM in
words in
Europe.
my mouth.
You just
No,
said you don't have
stop.
BLM in Europe,
Stop.
which means you don't have Black.
That's terrible. That's
No.
racist.
Norm, let me talk for Jesus Christ.
Oh, the Lord's name.
The
is
point
bad. I'm
is,
sorry.
I've been to I helped restore a home for immigrants. Like, this is no joke. I went there and worked there with my own 2 bare hands to bring beds in there and educate them, teach them the language, help them in school. So I'm actively in this
But
group of
Dexi moves
helpers.
to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't have the money to move to Japan, but I help everywhere I can. So
Yeah, but Dexi's Japanese.
Yeah, Apollo, I'm on the same page as you. I'm thinking Exodia might be a secret dog whistle racist there. Question for Tiny and Dexy. What is your opinion on the Hans of the Badlands? We're going to go Tiny first, then Dexy. Do you know Hans, Tiny?
I do not know Hans.
All right, well then we'll go right to Dexy then.
Hans.
Do you know who Hans Dexy is?
How do I
How do you feel about
feel
it?
about Hans? If I do, I don't really understand him.
Is that a racist thing?
Truthfully,
No, Dexi can't be racist. She's
no.
Japanese.
Okay.
It's the reason I say this is they have tried to. I don't even know how to explain it truthfully. I just don't understand them that well. They're creepy.
It seems you have a lot of trouble understanding.
So it's
Dexy. Is
okay
that
if
true?
Dexi doesn't understand them, then it's probably not worth listening to.
Okay. Nev, if I'm correct, I think we're nearing the end of this amazing debate/interview here.
Yeah,
But,
I think I've run out of questions.
I was gonna say, do you guys have any questions for us?
I think someone had said something about directed towards me in the chat.
Did they? There was a
What
lot
was
of
that,
questions
Dexy?
for you, Dexy. Oh yes. Godly guy says, I listen, please put in Tor administration. What's the word, Dex?
What was the question? It's so confused.
I think I
Dexy.
could translate.
Listen, please put
Is this in Japanese?
Tor
Can you translate Japanese?
administration. This is from
Let
Godly
me-
Guy
let-
in the YouTube chat.
Hop in the stream and see if I can
Go in the it's Godly Guy's question.
hop in the stream chat real quick and see.
Also, no, we need to decide who the correct candidate is.
I'm honestly leaning towards Timmy at the moment, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think that Timmy is the more journalist-approved candidate.
In fact, put it down here now, and unless Dexy has a really good answer to Godly Guy's question, Timmy is my.
However, Amelia said
approved
she'll
candidate.
throw the television at my head if I don't vote Exodia.
Well, Dexy, you got to vote or you got to.
Oh, I know what he said now.
But I mean, Dexi's Dexy. I mean, Dexi's a celebrity.
So what's the answer, Dexy?
How can you
Are
not
gonna
vote for Dexy?
Put them in your administration?
Dolly, what do you mean? You're already my VP, crazy person.
Apparently, they're already your VP. Great. Well, that was that question resolved, I think, with a nice bow on it. Fucking
Is
one
that
more
it,
question
Rob?
from the chat room. They say, can
Okay.
you ask the candidates if any of them have ever participated in stock buying manipulation with the app Robinhood? Have any of you guys participated in that?
Well, I'm actually a minor, so I can't use Robinhood, so that's a no.
Wait, they don't let minors use Robinhood? Why? They're worried they're gonna get coal on the phones or something?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So they're worried they're gonna get coal on the phone.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Minor is in someone under.
We did have
under-
one final question actually from Quiet
18.
here.
I'm both. I'm a minor and a minor.
How will you revise the Badlands to heal trolls better? We're going to let Dexy start here. All right, Dexy, great answer. Timmy, go ahead.
Okay, that didn't even answer. But
Well, you had your
It's
time,
okay,
Dexy.
Dexy. We read your soul.
Exodia, go ahead with your answer. How are you going to heal the Badlands?
I will bring back the meme zone so they can take out their aggression in the meme zone. So they will not be aggressive towards anyone else. Because that's what the Badlands want. They want the meme zone back.
Right, interesting campaign. Well, with Nev, if I'm correct, I think that marks the end of this debate.
That concludes, I believe.
I would like to thank everybody for coming. Everybody, make sure you vote in the Badlands election. Stay strong, stay black, keep on fighting, and keep on squanching. Everybody, see you later.